Alright, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys about broadening formations. We're at the New York opening right now, and we just had one's playing out right now. So I thought it'd be a good time to explain the setup to you. These broadening formations really play out very well. And then I always like to start my videos off by trading whatever I'm teaching live, and then go in and teach the concept. I've been doing this because one, I think the proof is in the trading. Who cares about after the fact? I don't care about it. Someone shows me back testing. I'm like, oh, cool. You can do back testing. That's neat, dude. It doesn't do anything for me. But if someone shows me a strategy that they're trading live and making money with it, that makes me look at it and take it serious. It's this pattern right here. Here's your top of it here, and then here's your bottom of it here. So I'm going to exit this and wait for it to come down to this high here. Then I'll re-enter. Right, I missed it, damn it. So now it's on a mission to make a higher high here. The chances of it doing that are like, it's not 100%, but my back testing was about 75% within the first 3 touches. You count each new higher high or lower low made after the first 2. So 1, 2, so you have 1, 2. So this one's still good. It has about a 75% chance of playing out. I'm going to take one off right there. Okay, here we go. Now it's going to make a higher high. I'm guessing that it's going to go up to this area up here. Go ahead and add on to it here. In a healthy trend, price goes up, goes back down, it goes up, it goes back down, and it's coming back to the previous high, which that makes these anchor lows. Concept I'm going to be talking about in some of my upcoming videos. In the 2 anchor lows, we can now connect them together and use a trend line. And these trend lines will be very solid. It's a live funded account, Take Profit Pro account. So now I'm just waiting for this to play out. I want to see it push up here. I don't want to see it start rolling over. Okay, so I got stopped out there. I think it's still going to be these 2 like this. Holy shit. See? That guy see this shit? Can't make it up. It's not exiting my trade though. So I'm out right there. Boom. To the tick, right? Oops. Why it's lagging really bad on me here. Boom. Beautiful example of broadening formation going hard with it there. So now I'll take a break here and teach you guys some shit. So now this has had 2, 3. After 3 touches, I don't trust them personally. I'd be more likely to see this play out more than anything this channel here. You can't tell me the market isn't programmed for this. There's no way that it just went up that fast, that hard. Zone, right? Like, no one else really knows about broadening formations. They're not like a very popular concept. All right, so let's go over the exact strategy and how I use the broadening formation. But first, I need to give you a little bit of background information because I did not come up with the broadening formation. This is by a guy named Rob Smith. He has a whole system that he named the Strat. It is a rule-based system. Unfortunately, he died not too long ago, kind of randomly out of nowhere. Yeah, I watched a lot of his content, so it kind of sucks. So let's go. This is the last tweet here in July. Even then, he was like dedicated to making content. He said he really wanted to get a weekend video out for you guys, but I have some sort of inflammation in my abdomen. It's hard and sticks out further than my belly. It sits on my stomach, so it makes me feel like puking. Any ideas of what it might be? And then, boom, 2 days later, the guy is dead. At a pretty young age, I think he's 55, somewhere around there. Pretty sad, actually. Not gonna lie, it gets me a little, little upset even thinking about it because I really listened to a lot of his content. All right. Let's go on here. Let's go over the basics of the Strat so you guys can understand more about the broadening formation. They label each different candle. There's only 3 different types of candles that can exist. A number 1 scenario candle is going to be this one here. It's an inside candle. Scenario 1 candle label number 1 when a candle is completely inside the previous candle. This yellow candle and the top of one, the bottom of candle 1 are inside. So that's a number 1. Scenario 2 is when it goes below the previous candle's low. In this is usually expansion on a lower time frame. It's an outside day, and known on the higher time frames. All right, and then number 3 is the one that we're going to be focusing on today. So the phenomenon of the outside bar, a candlestick that has moved outside the previous candlestick's high and low. Ba-bam! So that's what that is there. Let me move this out the way. So you can see here you have this green candle, but then the yellow candle breaks the low. It breaks the high. This is a higher high, but a lower low. Connect those two, you have a broadening formation. And then there's a bunch of different reversal strategies. The 2-2 is the one I commonly use the most. I call it a trigger bar. So I would say number 2, this candle right here, is your trigger bar. And once price goes above number 2, that would be my trigger. I'm not going to go into all the different types, but there's a bunch of them here. I spent, I don't know, almost a full year studying this. I definitely still use it in my trading. But let's go over the broadening formations. So what is it? It's higher highs and lower lows. You can see here, if you think about this as price, it comes up, puts in a high, it comes lower, but then takes out this previous low that is right there. And then it starts this upward path again, takes out that high, bam, stops her in. And then what do you know? Then it fucking reverses again. And this kills people that don't know what's going on here, because they get all fucked up in price. So how do we use it? We're going to connect the higher highs that were created. Normally there would be another one in here that's very small, and you would use these 2 right here. So it'd be like this and that. So then you would connect those 2, but just for example, I made it easy for you guys to understand. And same thing, so now you just connect them, and this is where you get the trade. So after you have the first 2 here, you can connect those, and now you have what I call your 3 trades here. So depending on which side that it gives you the first 2 to connect to, usually it's the top. You can start trading as soon as you see that higher high made, and as long as you have lower low on either side. And then you can trade that one, that one. I only trust them, as you saw this morning, after 3 touches. So if we look here, you have 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 that I would take, depending on how I saw them. But usually it's going to go like this, and then this one will either fail or it will just blast through that all the way together. But you don't know which way it's going to go unless you're using some kind of high time frame advance. So okay, so now what do we do with the information? We realize that the market goes in this like pattern, I guess you could call it, making higher highs and lower lows. But what can you do with it? That's the question, right? I have developed a couple unique strategies based off of the broadening formation. The best one is to use it on a low time frame at the New York opening, as you guys saw today in the opening of this video. All right, we're going to go through this step by step. I'm going to break down my strategy for you guys, because now you know what a broadening formation is, but what do you do with the information? It does you no good at all unless we go through and I teach you how to apply it in your trading to then make changes in your trading strategies in the way that you trade. If you don't do that, there's no point in watching. You might as well just stop watching my videos altogether, because it's pointless. You're wasting your time. Let's start with step 1. Connect higher highs and lower lows from 8:45 until 9:30 a.m. Let's head to the charts. Okay, so here we are today, which is January 29th. And then in the beginning of the video, you saw me trading a completely different day. I recorded that about a week ago now. So let's go ahead and find 8:30 on the chart. I like to use this indicator here to separate the sessions. Let's go ahead and put it in replay for the New York opening, because this is what it's going to look like when you guys come to it. Okay, so you want to start with the first higher high that pops out to you. So immediately, like when I'm looking at it here, these 2 immediately pop out to me. So let's go ahead and connect these in time. And then we'll do the same thing with these two here because they pop out to me too. Okay, so now we already have connected 1, 2. So I would only take maybe 2 more of these. Unless it forms a new one. A lot of times it's going to form one and then break out of it and start another one. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for price to open up and come either here, so we can go short down to here, or we're looking for price to go like this, and then we can long it up to there. So rule 1 is step 1 is done. Step 2, and then make sure you guys pause it and screenshot these so you guys can have them for later. Step 2, wait until the broadening formation touches to enter position of 2 contracts. All right, so there is our touch there. I'm going to drop down a little bit lower so it's just more bars and turn this off now. Let's rewind that so we can go ahead and enter as it touches it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in the market. All right, so as it touched it there, we went ahead and entered. And then we entered at 17533. So you can go all the way down to 1723. And then it won't let me put a stop in, so we'll just put a made up one here. So that would be our stop loss right there. And then step 2 is the risk, right? So 10 points per contract. And then our reward, we're going to scale out half of the position, 1 or 2 contracts at 20 points profit. This is going to be your best friend right here, these long and short positions. It will really help you like kind of gauge your risk and reward. So there's our 10 points of risk. And then that is where we're going to take half the position off. So you'd be really nervous as price comes down to there. Don't doubt that. You would be nervous as fuck. And especially right in here too, you'd be thinking, oh fuck, it's going to roll over on me. Which it might. That happens. Like, I'm not saying it's going to work every time, but the risk versus reward is so high that you can lose 3 or 4 trades and 1 trade make up for it. All right, so there is our first exit. So we're going to go ahead and exit 1 contract as per the rules. Boom. Now me, if it comes back down in this area here, I would add it back, which sometimes that happens. Final target is previous high or low, or the broadening formation top. Depending on how big of a stop you're placing and what the market's price action is like, I think a good rule of thumb is just to take it off at the previous high here. But you could hold until there if you have like a higher time frame bullish bias or something like that. But I think a good rule of thumb is to take it off at the previous high, because that like guarantees a trade. A lot of times it could just wick above here and then rotate all the way back down. You know, there could be another broadening formation that has formed. See that? Broadening formations and broadening formations. Yay. But it's already had its touches. It's already played out. 3 touches or more. It's already done. So this one happens to play out perfectly there. So you'd sell there $1,300 cash money, y'all. So that is the strategy. I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to trade live with me, would that be something you're interested in? If so, check it. For a limited time, I am doing live trading on YouTube 3 times a week, live trading during New York session. Trade with me live, see how I get it done. Today I made about altogether $4,000 on stream. You know how it is. You know how I do it. So let's check out my channel here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, what's up? Because I trade with real money. It's either a funded account or my options account. This is my fucking livelihood, guys. I don't come here to play. It's not demo trade. I ain't fucking playing around. I ain't doing this and that just for fun. This is real life for me. This is make or break my bills for the month. I didn't get rich selling courses, so I don't have the time to just be chilling on demo on stream. So if you want to trade with a real trader, someone that isn't fucking on here playing Mario Kart, check out the community tab. And then you can join. The join button be right here for you guys. You can join and hop on stream with me. You can look at all my live streams 3 times a week. Live trading New York session 3 times a week. Asia session trading and analysis. What's up? That's 6 streams a week, guys. And if you think, oh, I'll just wait a little bit, I don't really want to do it right now, blah, 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 you're tripping because I'm not going to be doing this shit forever. I'll tell you that, guys. It is burning me out. So, yeah, now or never, you're going to look back when I'm making $1 million a month and you're going to say, fuck, I could have learned from this guy, but I didn't do it. Don't be that person, guys. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Don't do that. You guys sleeping on my fucking shit are going to regret it. I'm telling you. So check it out, guys. Trade with me. I'll put the link in the description. If you're interested in getting funded like I am, check out my website, verifiedfundingcompanies.com. I have the best discounts in the game for traders, by traders. I guarantee every single prop firm on my page. If they don't pay you out, I'll fucking pay you out. That's how much I trust them. So check it out, guys. Some great discounts. You know, the best in the game, in my opinion. I don't know anyone that's got it like this. So definitely check it out. Funding changed my life, and I'm trying to help get the right information out there with the right companies to help other traders change their life as well. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the motherfucking chart.